Hey, we're on air. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. Streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Jake Johnston, Joe Ryan with you this morning. And we are at
Joe Ryan, Country Financial. You know what? It's not like buying furniture. It's better. It's better than buying furniture. When you come get some insurance from Joe Ryan,
I don't agree with that.
It's better than buying furniture.
Can you sit on insurance?
Meanwhile, in reality.
Can you recline on an insurance policy?
You sure can.
Can
you can relax knowing that your needs are covered.
And your pocketbook is empty.
Can you...
what's he trying to do?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, fellas, good morning on this hot, steamy Saturday morning. I think we went right from winter to summer. Not much of a spring, you know.
I'll take what we got. Yeah. It was pretty nice coming up to this. So.
It is. It's nice and hot. And Joe took his bath this morning in his pool, so he's all good and chlorine.
Good for the week.
Yeah, so he's
See you next Saturday.
Killed off all the parasites that latch onto.
There's a few parasites around. You guys see any?
See one.
Can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this?
Fellas, another sports legend passing the other day. Gordie Howe passes away. Well known for his hockey. Played with the Detroit Red Wings and the Hartford Whalers.
Hockey. That's why I didn't know the name.
You know, you came in here like you freaking grew up with the guy. I know all.
Well, when in the era that I grew up in, early '80s. The legend, the legends. Yeah. I mean, even if you don't follow those teams, if you weren't following football, you knew Walter Payton. You're knowing
that guy.
You're knowing Singletary. You're knowing, some of the Bears players. Marino and Elway. I mean,
that's Buckus, by the way.
Buckus, I can't see anything.
That's Singletary.
All I got is a big yellow glare.
Yeah, you're right. But, so he passes away, and we're going to have a trivia question in honor of Gordie Howe. We've got 2 passes to Knights Action Park. It's a $70 value right here in my hands.
Hot ticket.
Here at 96.3 WLCN, we do not
That's a big ticket right there.
2 tickets.
Hot ticket.
Yeah.
That's the big one, too, where you get all the passes.
Yeah, I mean, go-karts, you got everything.
Silky's trying to cheat.
Well, it just says Action Splash Day Pass, so I don't know, maybe that's just...
I went down there last year for a little fun, and it's a good time at the old water park until Jason Watcham walks right up next to you. He's like, "Hey, Jake, how you been? I'm going to sit down right next to you.
Have you been working out?"
Thanks.
Hey, that was pretty funny. You said
that. What? I was starting to feel good about myself, and then Jason Washam sits down next to me.
It's time for you to go to the bathroom and not come back.
Not come back. So you can't go washboard abs and.
He'd been working out.
He'd been working out.
Well, if you want to win these 2 tickets and have the opportunity to meet Jason Washam at Knights Action Park, you give us a call 737-3791 and tell us Gordie Howe's nickname. What did they call Gordie Howe? I mean, that's pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
We kind of just gave it away. But what was his nickname? And what was he known for? What was for just a bonus? Just because that's too easy.
What was not only will we give you 1 ticket, we'll throw in a 2nd ticket.
What was
we'll give you the full seat.
Explain the Gordie Howe. Explain the Gordie Howe hat trick.
Well, that's a good one too.
So I mean, that's just
a whole bunch of them. You a lot to do.
Or just call us.
You need to
call us and tell us the color.
Yeah, we are making us way too hard.
The color is W.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and real quick, NBA news, because I don't know about
I've
you
been
guys.
watching that.
I haven't. NBA can just disappear, and it's going to here very shortly.
Very shortly.
Golden State Warriors up 3-1 over the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Did they win that must-win game against Oklahoma?
Oh, obviously not.
They must have.
Yeah, they must have.
Yeah. Sure they did.
So, they're up 3-1, and so that series probably ends, is it tomorrow? Tomorrow?
Yep.
So, well, I don't know. They've been having 2 days in between.
No, I believe they're traveling. I think it's travel back to
Golden State.
No one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Lloyd, do
I
you
watched
care?
a little bit of it.
Lloyd, do you care?
It's fun basketball.
Lloyd doesn't care. So
they're massive men. I'll say that. You take a look at those people.
They are.
Wow.
I tell you,
some big dudes out there.
Last night, you could see some frustration on old LeBron James' face there in the fourth quarter.
Well, I couldn't see it.
Well, I mean, he doesn't.
Can you show me a picture? Because I couldn't see
it was
that.
it was a good time. He's pushing people around, pulling on their jerseys.
Him and Green got into it.
Him and Green, yep. And I tell you what, Green's a big boy himself.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron James took a little offense to something that may have been said to him. So,
LeBron.
And we've got a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, his nickname was Mr. Hockey,
Yes, sir.
Gordie Howe.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that
That was
Is that
beautiful.
the winner?
That was
And
nice.
Do you know what the Gordie Howe hat trick is?
Not right offhand, I don't, but
Nope.
Well, you're still going to win. That was just a bonus. The Gordie Howe hat trick was a goal, an assist, and a fight.
Yep.
You know, usually a hat trick is 3 goals, but the Gordie Howe hat trick was. Did he score? He didn't really score a whole lot of goals, did he? I mean, he was a right wing, so I don't know.
He had a few goals.
So yeah, the Gordie Howe hat trick, a goal, an assist, and a fight. And who are we talking with this morning, so we can get your name on these tickets?
you're talking to Brad Harp.
Brad Harp. All right.
Brad Harp, how you doing, Brad?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, we got these 2 passes for you from Knights Action Park. Where can you pick these up, Jake?
You want to pick him up at the store, Brad?
What, at Jake's Furnishing or?
Pick him up at Jake's Furnishings after 10 o'clock today.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thanks.
See, Brad?
Now, does a recliner come with this, or no?
They just
We'll allow you to
things
sit in the
away.
recliner while receiving them.
Okay, that's okay. Well, here
For the picture.
For the picture.
those are yours. Congratulations to Brad Harp. He's going to Knights Action Park to do some swimming and avoid Jason Washam.
It's
Yeah.
not pretty.
You know, though, I think for the listeners out there that couldn't see this morning, you came in here a bit sweaty. Have you started working out again?
Leave me alone.
It's 110 degrees out.
I walk up a hill and I'm poured in sweat.
You walking across the street?
I got 3 miles in this morning.
3 miles of what?
3 miles
Bear
before I
crawling?
came here.
You were sweaty.
Dude, I could walk down the street and I'd get sweaty.
So you're going to start losing some weight.
Well, I don't know if I will, but I'm going to attempt to.
This is a good time to start when it gets hot.
I like it when it's a little warmer.
Both of you could stand to lose a few pounds.
We could.
What is this?
Well, more than a few.
It was a good
You
day.
see how I left me out of it?
Good day to buy some insurance.
You need some life insurance there, Chubby?
That was funny.
That was. Speaking of basketball, we got the Lincoln Summer Shootout going on today. So if you don't have anything to do and want to lose some water weight, go sit in the gym. You will sweat there.
Always enjoyable to sit out there in that hot gym.
I'm thinking I'm going to go for a swim today, actually.
You got a pool?
No, we're going to borrow one.
Oh, well, you can come over to my house. Just clean it
Okay.
first. Let's get all the bird poop out of
Does
there.
it completely need to be clean, like
Just
opening season?
No, it's crystal clear with some bird poop
With
droppings
bird
floating
droppings.
around. So anybody know how to get rid of birds, call
Yes.
us at 737-3791.
A plastic owl on a stick that will kind of move in the wind.
Okay.
Won't
well,
work.
I bought a plastic hawk and put it on a stick where it moves, and the birds just sit right next to it.
Yeah,
looking at it.
don't you gotta use an owl.
And a hawk does
Hoping
not
it's
work.
scaring the squirrels
Yeah.
off.
Actually, I think they pooped on the hawk. So
I had the owl thing. It doesn't work either. They land right on top of it.
Yeah, it worked for me.
No, they sit on top of it. Poop.
So yeah, anybody has any ideas? We're open for suggestions because it's out of control.
Yeah, I'm not going to Scott's pool to clean his poop.
It's not my poop; it's the birds' poop.
And we're going to go to commercial.
Yeah, we are. We are going to take a break. We come back. We're going to have Coach Silky in with us. Tell us about how the first week of football camp went. The numbers of kids are up, and see what the summer plan is for the football team. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Sing along.
Who is it?
You got a good voice.
Is that the Goo Goo Dolls? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Why does that say stop
nailed
on
it.
your sheet?
That was right. Don't look at my sheet.
Well, it says stop.
I'll write another word. See if you can get it.
Okay. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats 96.3 FM, streaming on the web at WLCNonline.com and on the Twitter, at WLCN Sports. We got our man Lloyd manning the phone.
Loin.
Fastest thumbs in the Midwest.
We haven't heard that in a long time.
What? Loin?
Loin!
And with us now, we've got Coach Silkowski. Good morning, Coach.
Morning. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Anytime. And pretty exciting for you right now. A little life change.
Yeah.
All moved to Lincoln.
All moved to Lincoln.
And the football season has kicked off.
We're in full gear right now.
Full gear, full swing, and with that brings in the 110 temperatures. So,
well, good thing we're going at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we kind of beaten that heat a little bit, which has been nice.
Had your first week of camp. How'd that go?
Very good. So we got 3 down. We got 22 days left that we can use. Great number, great turnout. Up to about 87 kids now is what we're at. So we're off to a really good start there and still getting some kids out. I think it's been a really good first week. I think the kids really responded to what we were trying to do on offense and defense. So, I think it's good.
We're talking about numbers. Coach Shaner came through town yesterday, and I met him, had a cup of coffee, and we were talking about things. And he said he thinks that was. I told him we had around 80 kids out. And he said he thinks that was the most he ever had out when he was here. So big number. So it's been 6 years since we've had kids out.
Yeah, we're at 87. I believe it's 87 on the official right now. 35 or so of those are freshmen too.
That's the key.
That's key because we've seen from these kids they start at second grade, and as they get older, you start losing them 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. By the time they're 8th grade, you're lucky to even fill a squad.
Sure.
So to get 35 kids out, that's huge.
Yeah.
Now, if they would just stick with it, it's going to be tough for some of them kids because they haven't played before.
Sure.
And once you put the pads on, it's a whole different ball game. I mean, you're walking around with 30 pounds of crap on, and you're like, you just want to quit. But they'll get used to it. They got to tough it out. And is that something that you kind of explain to them? It's going to be rough at first, but you'll get used to it and just.
Sure. Yeah. We haven't really had that talk with them yet. Right now we're just really working on installing our systems, our philosophies, getting those in place, and just kind of see what we have, what our kids can do. I tell my coaches all the time, it's something we're doing right now is, we don't care what a kid can't do. We want to know what that kid can do, and we can find what they can do and put them in the right spot. So that's kind of where we're at still right now, is evaluating what we have. And, some kids will want to move some positions around as we get going here. So, we're just kind of letting them go out there. And, I think the big thing that we have going is just they're having fun right now. Right. And I think that's going to kind of really take us further. When we get to those dog days of August and it's really hot out there and, they'd want to just quit. They want to, turn it in and go home, if we're having the fun now, they'll kind of see it and see it in the long run.
Hopefully by then they're invested and they're not thinking about that quitting because they put all summer into it.
Absolutely. And, we're going to, play as many of them as we can and find a spot for them. And, so we're excited. I know that, really excited about every grade level. I think varsity-wise, we're still getting kids out. We're not done building that roster either. I'm still meeting with kids and that we've maybe lost along the way, and I'm going to meet with 2 kids this upcoming week to talk about coming back to us, and just getting the right kids out for us that are going to help the program, and because we're trying to compete now. This isn't we're rebuilding right now and we understand that, but the expectation and goal is to still compete now. We owe it to that senior group.
Right.
They had it tough. They do. I'm here. I'm working for them right now. I feel bad for those. You don't feel bad for them. It's out of their control. They did nothing wrong. It's not fair that I'm their third coach in their 4 years here. It's not. It's tough on them, and I understand that. And we're coaching for them right now.
And that's good to hear, because a lot of times when you have a new coach come in and kind of in a rebuilding process, a lot of times those seniors and even some of the juniors get overlooked because the coach, parents and kids think, well, this coach is coming in to rebuild. He's going to concentrate all of his focuses and his efforts on the underclassmen, and the seniors and juniors are just kind of, pushed to the side,
Sure.
and that's not the case.
No, I mean we're gonna play. We're not gonna just pull kids up to get them playing experience. If a kid's gonna be pulled up, it's because they're the best player at that position. It's not fair to those kids that have invested 3 years, 4 years into this program and just be like, I don't need you now. I'm just gonna pull up this freshman because I need him. We're rebuilding. We're not really going to take that approach. We're going to,
and that's a credit to you because I'll tell you, you're not judged on this year.
Sure.
You're judged in 3 years,
sure.
4 years of how your program's doing. So, hats off to you. They weren't ready. Hats off to you for doing that, taking the time with those seniors. It is their senior year, so
yeah,
nice work.
We want to take care of those guys. We want those seniors to leave here with a very positive experience, and if we can get them a couple wins, that's even better.
I know we started going at 6:30, and you moan and groan about getting up that early, but I really liked it.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
know what the kids have thought, but you get it out of the way. It's early. It's
really,
nice.
because I've seen you driving down the wood lawn, and you're just like a zombie.
I said I like getting up that early.
I even waved
you up and going.
I think the kids are liking it.
What were you doing?
Us coaches get there about 6 o'clock every morning. Little, touch base in the parking lot there before we take the field, and there's kids that are there before us, out there throwing football around, running around. I think they're okay with the time. That was a little concern,
Yeah.
But I think they're responding well to it, and I think it's working out great. Because then, some kids, they're able to get 2 hours with us before they have to go to basketball camp, or we got guys that sneak out to go to work, and everyone, kids are torn in so many different directions these days. They got a lot going on. So I think it was nice going that early, because then they still get their whole day. They can go to another camp. They
Exactly.
can go play that other sport. They can go to work and still earn money to buy that car at the end of the summer. Those type of things.
It's the kids that are sitting down in their basement playing Xbox and Doritos, If it's later in the afternoon, they're sitting down there playing. Oh, I don't feel like going.
Exactly.
Get them up, get them going, then go home and do your thing.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
A lot of excuses later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still getting most of the guys there every day. That really, it doesn't seem to be deterring them too much yet. We start the weight room Monday, so I'm excited about that. So we'll get freshman orientation going in the weight room with Coach Letterly, and I will. We'll kind of take those freshmen to the side and give them some orientation on the weight room and make sure we're teaching them the correct safety and technique with the lifting, and get going from there with those guys.
And we have a follower he's wanting to know about the Futures Camp that you have coming up. If you can kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. Futures Camp is going to be July 18th. I believe we were running that 10:30 to 11:45. Be Monday through Thursday of that week. It's also the same week that JFL kicks off. You can come out next Friday night to the Third Fridays event. We'll actually have a tent there. So we'll be there selling pop and candy and those type of things for the movie, and we'll have flyers for that as well. And we'll get those on our website, RailersFootball.wix. We'll be on there, and we'll post information on our Facebook page as well as Twitter, and we'll even use the JFL Facebook page as well.
So besides the numbers, what do you think's been the most promising thing you're looking at right now?
The attitude and the receptiveness of the kids. These kids I am very impressed. You really don't know what to expect when you come in, and with the struggles that have been going on, you just really don't know what you're gonna get. You just don't. You want to be positive, but you got to be optimistic at the same time. And I was thoroughly impressed with the effort, the attitude that these kids are giving us. They want to work. They want to work hard. They want to win. They want to be successful. You can see it every day. And, they're out there, jumping around, and taught them the hut drill the other day. So you guys have to come out and check that out one day.
The hut drill.
The hut drill, yeah. We did that. We did that Tuesday. So we're, a little fun, having some fun out there.
Yeah, as I said, over for the parents or grandparents or anybody out there listening that have kids or your grandkids or whatever that still haven't came out, there's still plenty of time to come out.
Absolutely.
But this is the key to it. If you want to be a good football player, it's just all getting started up. You're putting systems in, offenses, defenses. Now's the time to be there. You got to start learning. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Your phone number to get a hold of you. Or,
like you said, summer is huge for us. That's where we can install our play. We put in 4 offensive plays this week, and we got our base defense installed. So I mean, if you haven't been out yet, you're missing out on quite a bit already, and it's only been a couple days. If you still want to come out, you can come out at any time. Registration forms are on our website. If you just Google Railer Football Wix, WIX, it will come up. You can print a form off of that. You can just come on out at 6:30 in the morning. You can fill out a registration form at that time. Cost is $35. That includes a T-shirt, short, and mouthpiece. You come on out. If you more information, you can reach us through our Facebook page. Send us a message at Railers Football on Twitter. RailersFootball@gmail.com if you want to shoot me an email, or just go ahead and if you reach out to one of our coaches, our assistant coaches, they'll be more than they'll get that message to me, and I'll make sure I reach out to you.
And you know what? It's an exciting time right now. I can kind of feel it when I'm out there, and I've been around a long time. It's exciting. The kids are all enthusiastic. They're learning. Come out and be a part of it. I say, jump in and get going.
Yeah.
What was the big problem you had? That equipment handout. What was the big problem?
Equipment handout. We ran out of helmets. We are.
I'm not sure that's ever happened.
Yeah, we are a lot of helmets short right now. So I'm working with our Rydell rep and the administration over at the high school to solve that problem and get us some more helmets. We don't want kids not to come out.
Well, no.
So,
We're out of helmets. You got some leather helmets at home, don't you? I have to bust those bad boys out.
You saying because of my age? I got some leather helmets at home.
Just thought maybe you mentioned that one time.
I didn't play without a face mask. That's what's happened here. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
I tell you what, it's been. As I say, it's been exciting.
It's been energetic out there. It's been really energetic, and it's the kids are running from drill to drill. You can see the excitement, and you can really see them building confidence in themselves. I think they're having success, and I think we got some players out there that may have been overlooked in the past. I've been around some really good football players. Coming from Homewood Flossmoor there, and we don't have too many we got some talent.
Kids that can move on. Very impressed on some.
There's a young man, Isaac, playing guard for us this week, varsity player. Very impressed with what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Very impressed with
He's came a long way.
And we got some leadership up front. Mr. Berglund for us playing little center, senior. I'm very impressed with one thing that really stood out to me was his leadership this week. When a younger guy was in and they didn't do something right, he jumped right in and was like, hey, watch me do it. Let me show you how. You just really being a coach on the field as a senior, and that's really what you need if you're going to have a successful program and get things going. And you need that out of your guys. You need your older guys coaching up your younger guys, and I saw that out of him, and I was very impressed with that.
I say it all the time, when they come out of a drill, I would say, hey, somebody grab him, show him this, so you don't waste time. Mm-hmm. And they take him over there and talk to him. And I've been very impressed with it. So it's all good things happening with Lincoln.
Well, it sounds like there's a good vibe. I know a friend of mine, he said his son's playing as a freshman. Okay. Never played a sport in his life. Now he wants to play football. So
those are the kids we want.
He's talked to somebody where he got a little bit of interest, and he shows up, and hopefully he sticks with it. And that's what you need. You need those kids that they may not be the best athlete, but there's something that they're going to be good at. And like you said, you'll put them in the position to succeed.
Oh, absolutely. So. Just reach out to us. And it was funny. I was driving in this morning. I was thinking about stuff, and football is really the only game that when it's over, it's over. If you go play, if you're a soccer player, they're running club soccer matches all over the place. If you're a baseball player, you can join some 16-inch softball league, Friday night league anywhere. There's basketball at the rec center, pickup games going on. But football, when it's over, it's over. Mm-hmm. So just really bring that passion, that energy every day with those guys. Try to teach them that you got to enjoy this 4 years, because when it's over,
you're gonna look back and be like.
Yeah, there's no pickup football games going on for old men out in the street. No.
It's and if there is, I'm not getting in it.
Yeah. So you just really gotta, you gotta love it.
You should promote that.
What's that?
Old men football leagues.
I'm not promoting any of that.
Insure it.
If you're an old man, do not play football.
Young man's game.
Young man's game. An old man not playing football.
Right. Yeah.
No sport for old
That's
men.
when you go to golf.
All right, Coach. Anything coming up that you want to kind of throw out there?
We'll be at the Third Fridays event next Friday night. We'll have a tent, as well as the Junior Football League. We'll also have a tent right next to us. Okay. We'll have registration forms for our Futures Camp. I know the JFL will be passing out information regarding their summer their registration that's coming up. You can pick up a registration form from us at that time. Stop by, buy a pop or some candy from us, promote the program, and the 40 helmets we got to buy.
Yeah, those things aren't cheap either.
No. Come on out, come stop by, visit us. We're gonna have some stuff set up for the kids, going some little activities, and keep them involved and get them excited about football.
And it's not too late to come out.
No, just if you need information, just reach out to us, through Facebook, Twitter, or email address. We'll get back to you as soon as possible and give you as much information as we can.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for taking some time this morning to come and visit with us.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure, we'll have you down the road, and good luck. And it sounds like there's a lot of interest going on, and hopefully your numbers start shooting up.
We're shooting for 100.
100.
We're shooting for 100. Yeah,
100 would be huge.
Thanks for letting me talk about Raider football today, guys.
Hey, you're welcome. Guess what's coming up after the break?
Dead air?
Well, we were waiting for Jim.
Everybody's favorite segment will be coming up.
Take your hats off. It's time for hats off. This is hats off. Take your hats off.
Oh, that
Holy
hurts.
cow.
That's right. After the break,
that stuff.
hats off. So stay tuned. You're in the cheap seats on
Look at the dogs
96.3
barking.
FM.
Well, you went back and got this one, didn't you? 70s?
You're a freshman in college.
Leo Sayre? Spinners? Rubber Band Man. Wow. That's pretty good. You guys weren't even born yet.
No. You were, what, a sophomore in college?
Well, I'd been held back.
Hey, welcome back to the Cheap Seats, and a lot of garage sales going on this weekend. And if you're looking for a Roy Green jersey,
That's Jetstream Green.
Joe Ryan's garage sale is located at
509 Pulaski Street. Is that Pool Man throwing that out there?
He's looking for a jersey.
The Pool Man, Roy Jetstream Green. What size you need, Poolie? Text us in here, and we're going to find you one of those. I'd like to get a picture of you in a size medium. Jetstream Green.
See Joe Ryan at the old Mission Mart here before long.
Yep.
Hey, if anybody's got one out there, I'll buy one.
Fellas,
I'll throw that around.
you know what time it is?
Oh, no.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment. It is time for...
Take your hats off. It's time for hats off. This is hats off. Take your hats off.
Wow, was that ugly? And he hit the entire time behind his cup like it wasn't him.
And I think he passed out after that. All that, that long, whatever the heck that was.
Hey, if anyone knows what Loin does for a living on his day job,
He makes
call in
music.
and tell us just what he does, because he's got more free time than anyone I know.
Yeah. It is time for Hats Off, and this first Hats Off goes to... You want to read this?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
And this Hats Off sponsored by Ryan Financial, Country Financial.
Ryan, he can't remember my first name.
Well, does it say Joe Ryan on? Okay, it does. Joe Ryan, Country Financial.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. What is...
What are we sponsoring now? What are we?
You're sponsoring this first
okay,
Hats Off.
first Hats Off. Here we go.
This Hats Off goes to the Seattle Mariners, who turned a double-digit deficit into a historic comeback, rallying for an incredible 16-13 victory over San Diego last week. The Padres led 12-2 after 5 innings, but the Mariners used a 5-run 6th inning and a 9-run 7th inning to record the largest come-from-behind win in franchise history. The first 10-run, you got to cut this down. This is just a bunch of nonsense. And the first 10-run comeback in the majors since the A's overtook the Twins on July 20, 2009.
We know it's hard on you to read these.
I mean, the grammar, I know he's not a grammar teacher. So we don't know what he does.
Holy cow.
Maybe just maybe with some of this free time he can start kind of spell checking and
like a master's in marketing or so, or media or something.
Anyway, the Mariners sent 13 men to the plate in the 7th and used 7 consecutive 2-out singles to overtake the Padres, whose 10-run edge was the largest they've ever squandered. It was just hit after hit, said manager Scott Service. Or is it Survey? How do you say that?
Who knows? I need more Cerveza if I'm going to sit and listen to you.
That's an easy one compared to what you're about to do. What can you say about our club? Guys don't quit. They just keep battling. You look up and this guy gets a hit and the next guy gets a hit. It just keeps going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. So our first hats off goes to Seattle Mariners. We do have another one. The second hats off is sponsored by Jake's Furnishings, where you can make it your own.
You guys are funny. This just in. And in case you fans out there, if you don't know this, they always try to give me difficult things to read.
What?
Really?
No.
Hats off to the World Anti-Doping Agency, or the WADA, as it looks into the Russian athletic doping scandal prior to the Rio Olympics, which will never take place, paving the way for a more level playing field for athletes from the U.S. and other countries to compete. The departing Director General of WADA, David Howman, said in a recent interview that an inquiry to Russian doping will be very revealing in yielding new information that will affect the decision on whether to let their athletes compete in Rio. Doping in competitive sports refers to using banned athletic performance-enhancing drugs by competitors. Howman predicted that a new report commissioned by WADA, investigating claims by lab director Grigory Rodchenikov about the details of how the anti-doping process was subverted in Sochi in 2014, would be widely significant. This doesn't mean anything to any of you people, I know.
It's going to in a minute.
No, it's not.
Wait for it.
If you haven't turned the radio off yet, this comes after a recent report that 14 Russian athletes, which they're going to make me name, primarily competitors in track and field, were found guilty of doping in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. While the report doesn't name any athletes, Russian athletes won 73 medals in the 2008 Olympics, including 23 golds. While the report includes no names of athletes, Russian gold medal winners from the 2008 Olympics include...
There we go.
Look at Loin. Nazir Mankiev, Islambek Albiov, Aslanbek Kushtov, Valery Borchin, Svetlana Boyka, and so on. That's the end of that. We're not even trying to say those.
Come on.
Oh, look at these. No one wants to listen to that. Maria Gromova, Natalia Izhinkanko. We're going to skip to the paragraph. There are many substances banned for use by competitive athletes. According to WADA, far too many to list here. Some of the more common substances used by athletes in doping include anabolic agents such as androstatidine, bolalodidine, bolasosterone, bolanone, clenbuterol, danazol.
Oh, here we go.
The last one.
It's like 32 letters.
Desoxymethylene testosterone.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Testosterone.
Hats off to you.
Hats off, Joe.
And its metabolites or isomers and
Oh, boy.
tetrahydrogestrinone, THG. And you know what? Again, hats off to our guy with the most free time, Loin.
I had one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah. And hats off to my fellow compadres for reading this rubbish on the air.
Thank you.
Absolutely wasting more of our listeners' time.
I tell you what.
than what they were already wasting by listening to us.
Yeah. Loin's had a good time with it. Look at him. He needs a cigarette.
Loin's like a little school child. All right, that was hats off.
Closing hats off.
And we're going to have a caller come in. Call in
about 9:50. Jason O'Brien, coach with the American Legion baseball team, would call and tell us a little about the season, how it's going.
All right, well, we'll keep it here then. We'll talk a little MLB while we're waiting on his call.
Former Coach Bass calling in to give us an update today.
He's
Ernest T?
Wow, that's terrific bass.
Well, we got that.
He's out
Is
of
Ernest
town.
T out there somewhere?
All that ride, jump in the fire, fire too high, jump in the pot, pot too black, jump in the crack, crack too high, jump in the sky, sky too blue, jump in the canoe, canoe too shallow, jump in the tallow, tallow too soft,
Ernest
jump
T.
in the
Bass.
loft, loft too rotten, jump in the cotton, cotton so white she's
And
dead all
cut.
night.
You know, that's some funny stuff right there. Who doesn't enjoy some Ernest T. Bass?
Gotta love him.
After that hats off segment, we needed something.
Are you saying you don't like our hats off segment?
I'm saying that lasted about 4 to 8 minutes too long, and it only lasted 4 to 8 minutes.
That was some pretty good stuff right
Man,
there.
that hurts.
I like the intro.
That hurts Lloyd, man. He takes all this time, researching.
I
this.
understand. The fun, I guess hearing Joe trip on some words.
We got a caller. All right, we do
Don't
have
use the word
a
trip on
we
the
do
air.
have a caller on the line, and who are we talking with right now?
Jason O'Brien, coach over here at the Legion baseball team. How's it going, guys?
We're doing good.
Good
How about
morning,
yourself?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Beautiful day. I would say it's a beautiful day for baseball right now, but it's going to get a little warmer this afternoon.
Well, that's what
You
the
guys
hitter's like.
may as well play too.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're doing, playing two today. We got to go all the way up to Galesburg and see a little bit of the countryside on the way there.
Nice.
Should get a little cooler as you go north.
Yeah.
No, you would think so.
Galesburg is not in Canada.
Yeah, no kidding.
Is your
Man.
you guys taking off yet?
Sorry.
Taking off yet for Galesburg?
Not yet. We play at 1 and 3 today up there by the Galesburg High School, and we're just getting ready to take a few cuts here in the batting cages. Take off here now about 45 minutes or so, and then we play at noon and 2 tomorrow in Danville. So we're going to see all of Central Illinois. This
Wow.
weekend.
Yeah.
You guys may as well stay all night somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, so tell us a little bit about how the season's going. What's your record? What's going on with it?
Yeah, we're 3 and 4 right now. So every year it's kind of the same deal. You got a lot of kids that whether they might have a vacation coming up, they got a basketball tournament that they can't miss. Whatever the case may be, you're going to run into a few kids being gone. We've got 2 kids from Riverton, a kid from Illini Central, a kid from East Peoria, a kid from Delavan. We got kids, and then the rest are from Lincoln. So I'd say half the team are Lincoln kids, the other half are kids from around the Central Illinois area. And so you're trying to bring a group of kids together who never really play with each other, don't know each other, and trying to get them to click and play. We got a really good group of kids here, so it's not too hard to get them to talk and hang out together. It's just a matter of them, playing together well.
And how far is this? Are these some of the furthest road trips you take, or do you have ones that are further?
Yeah, this is about as far as we go. We've got a tournament at the end of June, which is in Mattoon, and we'll stay down there in the hotels just to make it convenient for us. But I mean, that's the farthest we'll go is the Galesburg, the Danville, and the Mattoon tournament. Other than that, it's mostly Decatur, Canton, Rantoul. I mean, within an hour 15. We were in Monticello this past week. So it's not too bad. It's Central Illinois.
Is the great leader out there, Porky Thornton? Is he giving you any words of wisdom?
He's not out here right now, but it's a.
Well, he doesn't have a ride out there.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, probably not. He was telling me about his accident in the old covered wagon he had the other day.
Yeah.
And
scary stuff.
He loves coming in the dugout before every game, and he gives us a little history tip. He says back when I was talking with Lincoln, and then he gives us a little history spiel.
He's a good boy, funny man.
Just make sure you don't order a pizza. When you're down in the bullpen. Wasn't him somebody ordered a pizza
somebody
before the game?
Had it delivered.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I think that did go on. Hey, you want to throw some names out there? I don't know if you have a roster in front of you, but of some of the kids on the team, or if you don't want to leave anyone out, you don't have to. But tell us who's been on the hill, or who's leading you in hitting, or any of that stuff. RBIs. What do you got going on?
Yeah. I tell you what, I looked at the stats right before yesterday's game. So things may have changed a little bit, nothing too drastic. J.D. Eigenbrod actually played for the Lincoln College this past year. He's been on the Legion team. I think this is his third or fourth year being on the Legion team, Legion program. And before yesterday's game, he was hitting 500. Not only was he hitting 500, he was hitting 500 with runners in scoring position as well. So that says something for him right there. Yeah,
that's off to JD.
There you go.
Yeah, it's good to see him having a good year so far. He's one of our team leaders. He's in the middle of our order, and heck, he's been on the mound. He's been almost every infield position. He's played a little bit of outfield. He's a real versatile kid, high-spirited. Always glad to be around him. And, of course, another one that's been doing really well for us is Aaron Hobb. He's committed to go to play basketball and baseball at Lincoln College this next year. Been pitching a little bit when we need him to, but plays an outstanding outfield, puts the ball in play. That's another staple in our lineup. And then, of course, Garrett Isles, who's going to play basketball and baseball, both, I believe, at Lincoln Christian University underneath of his father. So he's been hitting 3-hole for us most of the year with quite a handful of RBIs. Had been hitting the ball really well. And then a couple of the two kids from Riverton have been pretty much a couple of everyday guys for us too. Zach Merkin, he's another real versatile kid. That's the one thing I love about this team, about this program, is getting these athletes out here and being able to throw them wherever I want and watching them perform. And it teaches you a lot about the game when you play in positions you never really played before. So Zach's been hitting the ball well, plays hard, plays everywhere. And then Tanner Crawford, the other kid from Riverton, it's been pretty much our backstop all year long. Been catching, playing well. And then just a handful of other names that have been playing quite a bit for us. Austin Newton's been playing a lot of third base, been throwing well on the mound. Ben Steiner's been playing some first base for us, doing pretty well. And then in the outfield, there's been a lot of the Alec Coggins from Delavan. He's been in the program for 3 or 4 years now. This is going to be his last year. Yeah, I'd say there's. I know I'm messing a handful too. We also got a couple of young kids. One from Lanphier who broke the starting lineup. He's a first baseman who's got a pretty decent swing. He's been playing a little first base for us. His name's Wyatt Millie. So it's fun watching all these kids come together and get a chance to play with what I'd call strangers.
Like I said, I've always been a Legion baseball fan. RT's out there doing something too, isn't he? I forgot. I think I left RT out.
Absolutely, I can't believe that's been our shortstop all year.
I'd say that was the one that I thought I missed, but I don't know some of the other ones. But for the fans out there, if they want to come out and catch a Legion game, tell us when's the next home game, and that's out the rec, I know, but just tell our fans, for some people don't know.
You know what? I want to say it's Wednesday. On this coming Wednesday, we're home against Quincy. Thank goodness we don't have to drive all the way there. They're coming to us during the week.
That's a long way.
Yeah, I know. God bless them. But the best way to go about it is if you go onto Facebook and you type in American Legion Baseball, Lincoln Post 263. Even if you just want to simplify it, just Lincoln Post 263 Baseball, something along those lines. It'll pop up, and that's got our schedule on it. We actually do the Game Changer Live, so post every at the end of every half inning what the score was, how many hits, errors, runs, things like that. So anybody that wants to follow along during the game can go onto Facebook and do so. And it's fun to be able to get on that Game Changer, see all the kids' stats, see how everyone's doing, and getting box scores at the end of the game and see how everybody did.
It's very cool. I just saw that last week at the game, how you can put that on the phone, and it's all in color. It's cool, and it's a great place to watch a game out there at the rec. They get out there and sit on the hill, and usually have concession stands going, and the younger kids are on the other field. So if you got nothing going on, it's a good time to go out there.
Absolutely, very good environment.
Well, good luck today, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it a lot, guys.
Yeah,
thanks for letting me get in here.
Yeah, at some point in time, we'll have you come on, bring a couple of kids or something each time, and maybe talk to us about Legion baseball.
I know they enjoy that.
Okay, well, good luck today. Safe travels. Enjoy the heat.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll do it. Have a good day, fellas.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Legion Baseball.
Coach O'Brien
It's
calling.
been around for years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play Legion Baseball?
No.
No?
In the last up on the wall out there, they've got. I know in that hallway they got the last time the Legion was like. I'll misspeak here, but
Why are you looking at
they
Jim? You
state
think he
champs.
knows?
I was seeing if Lloyd's going to look this up real quick. I know some of those guys out there would know that are listeners. I don't know if did they win state or played for state or something. That was back in the area of like maybe 1986. I don't know. Throwing that around. We'll find out at the next show. I'm sure some people will call in and tell us all about it.
Well, that's because this show.
It's amazing how long the reach is now. I'm guessing it's with social media and people drive a lot more nowadays. But back when I was in that time frame, it was kids from either here, Olympia, maybe Mason City. We're coming in now. He's talking East Peoria. Yeah, maybe Mount Pulaski or something. But now you're talking about much longer reach compared to what it was.
Well, there's so many other opportunities out there. I mean, it's kind of Legion. It used to be Legion Baseball. You play Legion Baseball. Now you've got.
Well, now even
if
you're a senior and you're graduating, you got like CIBL type stuff going on up there, especially a little bit just north of us. And kids going to college a lot of times want to get in that because there's a lot of other college players playing in that.
They've got the old pinstripes back on. I thought it's kind of neat.
Nice.
Yeah,
those are sweet.
Yeah, those uniforms are sweet.
Well, you know what else is sweet? The end of the show. Listeners are ready for some country, and I don't blame them because they just listened to we'll say 45 minutes of babbling because, we had Coach on. That was actually informational.
And hopefully they woke up late and missed all of it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in this week. Next week, we'll be somewhere, just don't know where.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. We're about due to go to Jake's.
Congrats to Brad Harp. He won a couple of free passes.
Going to Knights Action Park to enjoy some water slides and wave pools.
Yeah.
So,
Jason Washington. I'll tell you what, I'll text Jason right now. Let me know when you want to go. I'll make sure he's there.
Is he there every day?
I don't know. If I look like him, I feel like him, he would be. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like to thank the Hampton Inn for the pastries, the coffee. Joe, thanks for your hospitality today.
Absolutely.
Can you turn the air up next time a little bit? I think it's cooler outside.
Limited budget up here.
Yeah. Tight beep. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week.
Good day.